Who knows, maybe some giant might mistake it as a carp and come in and hammer it. It went from like a mild sort of sweater, hoodie is optional, you're probably gonna take it off later in the day sort of thing, to I am now wearing 2 jackets and 2 pairs of pants, freezing my butt off. And there we go, Pop starting off the morning with the smallie. Big old channel cat, freaking just tanked it. I just had my first follower on a glide bear. We're here for 2 straight days. We're sleeping on the boat, 2 non-stop days of fishing. We are going for big bass, guys. We have tons of water to cover on this lake, and we are so excited to do a 2-day fishing grind non-stop, trying to pattern these bass. The water's getting colder. That winter bite is slowly but surely turning it on. We're throwing big swim baits, big glide baits, finesse, whatever we can do to bring in the biggest bass possible in the lake and to bring in the most. We'll be doing night fishing, early morning, like I said, 2-day send. Let's get started. Let's go grab Pops back at the boat ramp. Woohoo! Ready to hit the speed, Pops? This is gonna be a really cool drive. But it's gonna be a wee bit of a chilly ride, but it's okay. Our first spot isn't too far away to where I'll become a human popsicle, but I might reach the uncomfortable cold level. So we'll see when we get there. Okay, y'all. Pops is throwing a finesse jig. I'm throwing a big old swim bait. It's pretty fast drift though, so I don't know how long I'll throw said big swim bait, because I won't be able to do a ton of reeling just because of the speed we're already drifting, and I don't want to move this guy fast. I'm looking for that slower retrieve, but brand new big swim bait. I am still dreaming for that big one to come someday, and it will. I must be patient. Here we go. Oh, Pops actually busted out the jerk bait. Very nice, Dad, very nice. That should be irresistible to a big bass. Nope. And the waiting game begins / continues. And if you ask me, this is like a super steep hard bottom that I feel like fish would be able to press up bait fish up against. So theoretically, if I was a big swim bait fish, a big bass would be able to easily press me up against said wall. I'm probably gonna have quite a few though, hook sets. There's like, that might have been something. Fish on? Oh, you got a fish? Let's go on the jerkbait, huh? Yeah, I can sit back for you. I'm gonna boat flip them on this side. That's not that small. That's probably our best jerkbait bass this season, dude. Check that thing out, man. Nice fish, Pops. You show that bad boy to the camera. Woohoo! Nice, Pops. There you go. That's a great start. I want a big swim bait bass for Christmas. Only a big swim bait bass will do. I'm gonna jerk bait real quick since Pops caught that nicer one on the jerk bait. I'm gonna give it a shot. And hopefully get one. And then of course I'll go back to the big swim bait. I think I might change from the trout color though. And go to this normal bait fish I have. It's like a silver and blue. I don't know, I've never had any luck on any trout here in the lake. I don't know if it's a big trout fisher. I know that it has some trout in it. Throw a finesse jig at all those rock piles real quick. I'm gonna go pull out my first largemouth of the trip right here. Last time we were here I caught 2 back to back on this changing cover right here on this little finesse jig, so I think that would be a snag. Bum's deal. Oh, it's off. Miracle. I want a big bass. Ooh. pretty dang close to a little bit of structure there. Then still, what? This bait was like the hot commodity last trip. Well, you know, Dad just has to be Dad, so of course he's gonna do his second fish of the trip. That is a little fat bass. Healthy little plumper. I would like his big fat cousin. I'm throwing a bait big enough, okay? I'm weighing it out, you know, not feeling the finesse that's catching stuff. I just like to be rewarded. Okay. Bump over the snag. Yes.
There's a little fat one.
Way to show the camera, Pops. Way to represent, bro. Don't worry, I firmly believe that this swim bait is gonna get eaten by something over 5 pounds. When you set the hook, it's gonna be a magnificent rush of adrenaline. I'm gonna have so much faith in swim baits for the rest of my life because I caught one fish on them. It's gonna be beautiful. Almost a battle story that a poem would capture is what I am about to unleash with one hook set. I just need my co-star, aka the 10-pound bass, to show up to rehearsal. Oh, shoot. I think I missed him. Dang it. Huh? No hit, but when I went to lift it up to feel if there's anything there, it was like a lot heavier, but still coming. I was like, pressure bite? Yeah, I switched over to this blue swim bait. Oh! This blue one. Sort of just common bait fish. I don't know how much of a trout fishery this lake is. I've never seen a trout here. I've never seen anyone catch a trout here.
I've never seen a big bluefish either.
What? Yes, you have? It's called shad. Mr. Swimbait guy, who I watched, okay, told me that this is a good color. All-round bait fish. Sort of sort of presentation. I'm not gonna lie, my ears are kind of cold. But I don't want to put my hoodie on. And I don't know why. I just don't. That was big. Throw there. Okay guys, I have a new plan. We're out here on the water for 2 days. And it's not even that low of light conditions. I typically like to throw the bigger swim baits and stuff in lower light conditions. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fill my 5 fish limit first. I'm throwing that finesse jig right now. And then after that, we'll switch over to just focus it on something big. Doesn't mean we can't catch something big on the finesse jig, but we'll be focusing on something big with the big swim baits and the big glide baits. I'll be throwing a glide bait here and there as well. So, but for now, finesse jig. There's really the other reason why I wanted to throw the finesse jig so much is because this shoreline last time when we were here, we hammered it with this finesse jig and we just caught so many bass. So many. We got 2 good ones. It was awesome. That video is up on the channel if you guys want to go see it. Oh. Why is only one ear cold? Like I have one ear that's freezing. The other one's fine. What can you put it on? Can't hear things as well. So that one ear can suck it up. Ignore that cast. That was intentional. Completely intentional. It gets makes a splash on the surface that attracts the fish. Pretty cool method. Okay guys, well it's been slow as crap today. I threw a spinnerbait and thought I hooked into a monster bass. It's another flipping catfish on a bass bait, and this one's bigger. On a spinner, what? You telling me that I can't catch a bass on a spinnerbait, but I can manage to catch this? Some stinging catfish? Oh my gosh.
You can't even catch catfish on dough balls or hot dogs.
But no, I can do it on a spinnerbait and a stinking finesse jig. What? The heck? Oh my gosh, look at that. A Guggen Squad Zinger, spinnerbait, and that big old channel cat freaking just tanked it. Holy crap, that's insane. Look at that thing. I cannot believe that just happened. I thought I had a big old stinking bass on, but no, it was a catfish. It's okay. First fish of the day. I'm proud. Okay, we're at this little flat, and last time we were here, we caught quite a few bass power fishing, pretty much back to back. So Maybe it'll happen again. Oh. I don't know. I feel like if I can catch a catfish on a stick and spinnerbait, I should be able to catch this small bass. Okay, guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. It is now into the evening hours of the day, around 4:30, 5 o'clock-ish. And the last thing we caught was the catfish. It has been a super, super slow day. But hopefully this afternoon bite will come on. The night bite will kick up. So right now, me and Dad are we're throwing big swim baits right now, trying to get something bigger as this bite first turns on. And then we'll probably go back to the finesse jig, since that is what was working so well last time. So Dad's throwing a big swim bait. I switched over to a glide bait, just trying to change up actions. Literally just trying to find anything that can catch fish right now. There's Dad's trash fish. Oh. And there we go, Pop starting off the morning with the smallie. So guys, it's really cold. As you can see, I am bundled up like crazy. It is pretty dang cold. I still have not caught anything but a catfish, so we're still striving for that. I'm throwing a glide bait, and it's been a really slow bite, but hopefully we'll be able to get on this morning. Gonna power fish in the morning, and then towards the sort of noon, midday sort of time, I'm gonna switch over to finesse. But I first have to go retrieve a snag. Gonna try the blue colored one. What if having the unopened swim baits was bad luck? So now all my swim baits are open. Who knows, maybe some giant might mistake it as a carp and come in and hammer it. Okay guys, I just had my first follower on a glide bait. I switched over to a blue color. It was about 3 or 4 pounds on a little bit of a faster retrieve. So that's what I'm gonna keep doing. Whew. Dude, I didn't even see him until all I seen was right here at the boat, and all I just saw was just his lateral line turn and go down. I was like, oh no. That would have been biggest bass of the trip easily. Biggest bass of the fall, bro.
You need to pause.
Yeah, I am. After I do the twitches, I always pause it. That is the first follower I've ever had on a glide bait. Yeah. Give me a second chance. Come on, world. Ooh, that was a... that got your heart pumping. I just looked down and there was just lateral line. I was like, oh shoot. Those are bass. Well guys, what can we say? We certainly tried. It was a hard, rough 2 days of fishing. Holy cow, the bite was so slow to almost non-existent. We threw everything, power fishing, big swim baits, and then we went super finesse there at the end. But sadly, I'm only returning with my catfish spinnerbait today, but that is okay, because what an amazing trip. We had a follow on that glide bait. That probably made the entire trip for me. That was so cool to see. It was a little bit over 4 pounds of a bass, and just to know that those glide baits were working was absolutely awesome. Guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys want to get some awesome outdoor apparel, go check out Follow the Action Outdoor Lines. There's some amazing hats, t-shirts, hoodies, all that stuff. You can get it all for 20% off with the code UNREAL. I'll put that code and the link down in the description. Go check it out. Also, go check out Torrid sunglasses. Their sunglasses are polarized, super comfortable, and super easy to see through, and just block out the sun like crazy. Amazing sunglasses, guys. I'll be putting their link also in the description. Go check them out, guys. Love you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Happy fishing, y'all. Don't forget to subscribe.